a knife through your face, what happened?
Yeah, I love saying this story, but we're going to stick to this one.
Don't worry, I'll come back. I know
Yeah?
how to thread it.
Oh, that one is
not,
cool.
not that you spoke about that.
You are the one I was looking for when I was stabbed. Where's the person who can thread it? Okay.
What happened to you?
So these two thugs had turned up looking for gifts at my house on the morning of 14th May 2015. Yes. And my dad was praying and I was asleep and they rang the bell. We used to live on the second floor. My dad went and opened the door and they were like, Sisi watu wa maziwa, kuna maziwa. I said, if there's no milk, there's no milk. Who comes to tell you on the second floor? There's something wrong. And the next thing I hear my dad screaming. So one guy grabbed him by the neck and the other one was at the door. So I ran, I kicked the guy at the door. Me and this guy exchanged a scuffle. And then in between us, there was a sofa and he just, I don't know from where, removed a knife and just went, tap.
Here.
Yep, went in here, came out there, through.
The knife went through.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. You know, I love this thing because when I was at the hospital, a number of girls came and said, did they come suddenly? I said, no. They sent me an email. I RSVP'd. Did it hurt? No. It felt ticklish. Same sensation like I was shaving.
My goodness.
Yeah. The funny part is when I was at the hospital and my face was like, you know, throwing out blood, the only song that was playing in my head was Surayangu Mazuri Mama.
Tell me you're joking.
I had a knife on my face.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to heal?
Luckily, God has been very kind. It was numb for a while. I don't know, maybe 2-3 years.
Whoa.
Yeah. For a while, it looked like I had swallowed like a watermelon and it just...
Yeah? So you were like
yeah.
one side bigger than the other?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then I could easily just fit in because a lot of guys who chew mira look like that as well. So it looked like I just had mira in my mouth the whole day.
Okay, so let's circle back now to Manic Monologue. So you were surprised that you were cast for that role?
Yeah, I was really surprised. I don't know where they saw me. And when they cast me for that, and especially the director, when he said, you know, the alcoholic monologue will be played by Vikash, I was like, okay, this is a cool challenge. So I loved it. I loved every part of it. I think I healed through it.
You're healing from the heartbreak?
Not just heartbreak, I was also healing from very low self-esteem. At that one point, I think my self-esteem, because I just quit radio and I was missing the you know,
engagement, interaction with your listeners. Yes.
How people would respond to you, how they'd speak to you.
Yeah.
I got ignored so much after that. And it was like the cycle repeated again, because after the bank, remember I was at 40 and I went down. So after radio, I was up and again I had to start all over again because I quit during the pandemic. So it was just all sorts of things going on at that time. And then
when you're up there, then you have all of these friends and, you know, your phone is ringing all the time. You're invited to all of these functions or events. And then when you stop that, whether it was banking, whether it's radio, or whether it's dry with the gigs, acting gigs, then there's nobody. And I wanted to share that story where I read you went to your mom and you said to her, some guys had hurt you.
Oh, this was in college.
Yes.
Is that the one?
Yes.
I think so. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's a beautiful conversation we had. At that moment in college, there was some fashion show or something, and everyone was pairing up with somebody or the other, and I had no one who wanted to pair up with me. So I was very, like, you know, what's wrong with me? And I think at different intervals, I'd assume everyone feels that. You feel rejected, you feel like there's something wrong with me, maybe I don't look good. So I was feeling that, and somebody had said something nasty to me. And I went to my mom and I said, you know, someone's saying I'm not good looking or something. My mom was watching TV and she gave me the remote and she said, what is this? And I said, it's a remote. She said, no, I think it's a donkey. I said, huh? And she's like, by me calling it a donkey or thinking of it as a donkey, does it become a donkey? No, it remains what it is. So whether somebody calls you something or thinks of you something doesn't make you that. You remain who you are. Remember that. And I was like, oh man, I felt powerful then. It didn't last too long because it just took somebody else to say something nasty and I was back to that.
Yeah.
And on off it happens.
Yeah.
But whenever I remember that conversation, yeah, it's very empowering.
Yeah. Which I think is what you should remember all the time.
Yeah,